Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's money market review. If you can hear me, kindly send a hi on the chat. Let me know that I am being heard. If you can hear me, please say hi on the chat. Okay, CJ, Mr. Toby. Okay, I think I need a few more highs because we are 14. We are small. It's already 8 o'clock. Where are others? Where are we? Okay, I've gotten enough. So we're welcome to today's class, and it's going to be a good trading day for everybody. I'm very, very sure that people are going to make a lot of money for today. Okay. Weekend groove. Okay. Mr. Toby, I believe you because I know that today is going to be a very, very lovely trading day. So as normal, we are first going to, start with checking out the Forex Factory to check the news that we have for today. I feel that we are small in this class, so I feel that we are quite small in this class, and I don't know where others went to. I don't know where we went to. Please give me a few minutes. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the Forex Factory first. As you know, normally as a trader, you shouldn't for any reason wake up in the morning and just go on to trade without checking Forex Factory. You understand? If you do not check Forex Factory, then you are still a learner in this business. It's from Forex Factory that you know how to go about your daily trading. You know which of the news is on, what's happening in the market, what should you do and what shouldn't you do, which of the news to avoid. Because I believe that we know that it's not every news that comes out that we should look at trading. So sharing my screen to show our Forex Factory. Okay, so we do not have a lot of news for today. We don't even have any high impact news. So I believe that today is going to be a technical based market. You understand, there is no fundamentals that is going to move the dynamics of the market. For today, we have low impact and medium impact news from JPY, GBP, Euro, and Canadian dollar. And you see that all these news that are low and medium impact news, some medium impact news from the US most likely move the market, but most times every other medium impact news from other zones hardly move the market. Okay, GBP might try, but JPY, the one from the Eurozone, low impact now. Most times it doesn't. So our analysis for this morning, we are going to concentrate more on the technical aspect of the markets. Okay. So when we look at the dynamics of the market, looking at, okay, I'm first looking at Euro USD. Let me go to the indices first. Please mute yourself. It's not nice when we're in this class and I can hear you. Kindly mute yourself. Kindly mute yourself. And please remove your video too. I love your handsome face, yeah? But it would be nice if you're not seeing it. Okay, so let's go to the chart. So for this morning, I'm torn between, should I do the currencies first or should I do the index? Okay, let's go with the currencies. So looking at the Euro US, on Friday, I as a trader, I use Fridays, for whatever analysis I'm doing on Friday. I kind of analyze based on what has happened so far in the week, especially Fridays that we do not have any news. So we are trading technically. I don't know, my clients know that I love trading with support and resistance and the moving averages. are what I use as a trader to trade and check out the market. So for today, because we're already here and we are at the, because we're already here and we are already at, and I'm looking at Euro US. I wouldn't have even started with Euro USD. So let's start with that. Even though everybody love, I don't know why everybody's rushing to trade Euro USD. You should know, diversify, move your trading a war to other things. Everything should not end and start and end with Euro USD. But because we're already here, let's do Euro USD then. So looking at Euro USD, you see the month started on the 14th. And you see that from that 14th till now, Euro USD has been on a downward trend. Euro USD has been on a downward trend, and that's because of all the news coming from the dollar zone. The euro has been weak. Even yesterday, that I analyzed the 30. You find out that the eurozone, like, there is nothing to write home about in the eurozone, even though that some of their companies, the ones under the 30, are trying to lift up the economy, trying to make up with their employment rates and even their output. But it is not enough to remove the inflation that is, dragging down the eurozone. So that is the reason why from the 14th that's on Monday till today, you see that the Euro USD has been on a downward trend. So even for today, no matter that low impact news, it definitely not going to make any change to the trend of this market. I believe that Euro USD is going to continue in this trend till the end of the week. Whatever happens on Monday, I do not know. Maybe they are going to do one magic that is going to help their inflation to even tone down a bit, because you find out that they are not even looking at increasing their interest rate again, because of the fear that if they increase it again, there is a chance of them even entering recession, because over time they've increased and increased. And some people envisaging that, okay, they're going to do it by September, but from what I've seen so far, I don't think that is going to be the case. So so far so good, the whole of this week, Euro USD has been on a downtrend, and that is because the USD has been gaining a lot, and it has been at the upper end of that stick between their relationship. So for today, technically looking at this, we remember that from the beginning of this class, of this analysis, we said that because there is no news, we are going to be looking at the market technically from the Forex Factory, actually. So we're going to be looking at the market technically. So looking at Euro USD for this morning, my preference for this morning, it is still a sell on Euro USD. So what we should be looking at, okay, which zone are we supposed to be looking at this market? So if you are, I don't know whether you are using support and resistance, but I think I'm going to use a line to just show, or let me just show you guys a zone. So I will start entering my sell, to be on the conservative side, especially if you are someone that trade with low capital, which I actually do not know, unless you definitely or genuinely don't have the money. Unless you genuinely don't have the money, that is the reason why I can accept why you are trading with low capital. If not, you shouldn't even enter this market with anything lesser than 100,000. Like 100,000 should be the cap of it. But peradventure that you're already here with anything lesser than that, so you should be trading conservatively. You should wait till the market break this untested support. So I'm going to start entering my sell in this zone. Like I will enter my sell and make sure I close it in this particular zone. You can decide, for people that have small capital, to close it before the verified support, the first one, or you can still leave it till it gets to the second verified support. I always say your risk in the market should depend on how much you have and the lot size you're using. I know that adults, when I started working with adults, I found out that we say children don't used to hear word, but adults, we don't used to hear word too. You understand? So whatever it is you are doing, you should check the amount of money in your account. And if you're taking this this shorter route, make sure you use a reasonable lot size so that you can make money for yourself. Okay? Do not be some people that are closing the market at 200 naira. I don't know what you're afraid of. So for today, this is the zone we're entering our sell. So if price comfortably breaks this untested support, this is where we are going to be entering our sell. So you see that the 50 period and even the 5 period moving average, so this my moving averages are 50 and 5. You see that both of them are acting as a dynamic resistance to price. So just like I was saying before, that technically looking at this market, we have been on a downward trend. So every person that is looking at it this morning will know that this is definitely going to be a sell. But because this market is not my father's house, neither is it your own. So we're going to also put, show, or I'm going to also show you the zone for the buy preference in case the market decides to go the other route, because just like I said before, no technical and no fundamentals, and anything can happen in the market. So if price goes the other way, I'm going to be entering my buy on top of this zone. This is a resistance zone. So enter the buy and make sure I take my profits before the untested resistance. You can also take it, you can also allow it to break if this market is going to move up to here. If you have the capital to hold on to the market, you can leave it and it can get to this verified resistance if it's the buy that we're going on or that is going to be happening for today. But in the overview, we are going with a sell for Euro USD for today. So the second instrument we are going to be looking at is AUD USD. So somebody is asking, when you say sell or buy, do you mean limits? No, I don't mean limits. Neither do I mean stop. I mean sell. If it's something that I am telling you to sell now, say sell now. But here you can also, out of your own discretion, do it as a limit. Choose the entry in that zone. That is why I give a zone. So choose your entry by yourself and you take profit by yourself. I did not say limit, neither am I saying stop. So going to AUD USD. Okay. I believe that the dollar is the one that is dragging all these people, because even with the AUD USD, it's also on a downward trend. It has also been on a downward trend since Monday. So let me bring out my support, my moving average that is going to give us a better zone for us to put our entries for this morning. Okay, bringing out my moving average. Bringing out my 50 and my 5 period moving average, you see that for AUD USD, the USD is not as weak as the euro. So the AUD, I mean, is not as weak as the euro. So that is the reason why you see that even though it is on a downward trend from Monday, it is still trying to come up a bit. It will still be dragged down. So for today, I believe that this AUD USD is going to buy till this untested resistance. Technically looking at it, so we are for whatever it is you're going to be doing today, please do not enter your buy before this 50 period that is acting as a resistance. If you are using a phone, turn your auto-rotate your phone and you'll be able to see these zones that we're talking about. If you do not know about support and resistance, attend Wednesday's class or call your account manager. So when you turn your phone, you'll be able to understand why you shouldn't enter any trade before this 50 period moving average, which is acting as a dynamic resistance to price. So for the zone for AUD USD, my preference for this morning on AUD USD, I believe that AUD USD is going to buy till this untested resistance. So it's when it gets there, we'll now know what's going to happen subsequently for the rest of the day. So this is my zone for a buy on AUD USD. So you can choose in between that zone, take your profit before the untested resistance. And if it continues going up, you can also continue entering your buys, putting in mind that unless the trend changes, which I doubt this trend is going to change for today, do not enter it for a long time. Enter short time, come out, don't stay there and don't stay too greedy. So that is that for AUD USD. For the alternative side of AUD USD, you should enter your sell below the weak support. Below the weak support. You should enter your sell below the weak support. So this is the zone for the sell for AUD USD. Okay. Which one should we be looking at? Okay. I give zones, so I don't call out sell points. I give zones, giving you the opportunity to choose where you want to enter your trade from. Okay. So for GBPUSD, just like I was telling you in the morning, I told you that GBPUSD is one instrument that even is one like GBPUSD and USD itself. GBP, I mean, and USD itself. They are the two currencies that even their medium impact shows sign in the market. And just like I said, now we come here, you see that we had a news from the GBP by 7 a.m. is the retail sales month by month, and it came out not good for the GBP. So you see that is the reason why this long sell candle was formed this morning. So anybody that trades GBP knows that their high impact and their medium impact, most of their news, most of them comes out early in the morning by 7 a.m. everything will be done. Most of the news. So try whenever you see a news on GBP, whether red or orange, that's high and medium, try and take advantage of it. So for this morning, because their retail sales came out bad for them. So let me open this news so that we even have a better understanding of what this news is all about for people that don't know. It is the primary gauge of consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of overall economic activity. It means that less people, spent money on goods and services in the GBP zone for last month. You understand? So those are all the effects of inflation. Those are the effects of inflation. Everything is just on the high side, and people, okay, instead of me using the money that I have to go and buy something, let me hold on to it and, save some money for myself. So all these are just the effects. It was even day before yesterday that it was even shown I think it was on Arise News on CNN that I saw that their inflation reduced for last month. So you see that it was even worse for the other month. So it reduced, I think, by 6% the inflation in the GBP zone reduced. But even at that, you are still seeing that their retail sales came out lower than expected. So for this morning, I'm still going to be trading technically for the GBP because the effect is of the market and the market is retracing back to its direction. I have a client that tells me that he loves trading GBP USD because he's where whenever the market goes down, it comes up because these are two world powers trying to drag each other. The GBP will not like the USD to drag it down so much, neither would the USD too. So on that note, my entry for GBP USD, for all these entries I've been doing, I am sure we are aware that we should also check other time frames. You understand? As much as I'm doing this thing on 1 hour, okay, with the GBP, we are going to test it out, checking other time frames. Do not enter a trade on 1 hour only. Do not enter a trade on 1 hour only. You should try and check it on 30 minutes, check it on 4 hours even. You are doing all these things to make sure that your entries are good. And that in either of the time frames is not something that you need to adjust. And with the time frames, you will be able to know, okay, on 4 hours this is good, on 30 minutes this is wonderful. So you are good to go. So for this morning, my preference for GBP USD is still going to be a sell. My preference for GBP USD is going to be a sell, even though it is not a strong sell for me. So I believe that there is going to be, anything can go in this market. But technically looking at it, the 50 period and the 5-period moving average are forming, they already formed a death cross. So I believe that this death cross, whatever it is this green candle is doing, it can change over time, So I believe that these two candles, if they comfortably form a good death cross, GBPUSD is going to continue selling for today. So my entries for a sell on GBPUSD, as much as that is what I think, you also need to, do it with a lot of consideration on what is happening in the market at the moment. So I'm going to be entering my sell and closing it off between these two zones of untested support. So I would have said, but let me put the shape so that we can be able to check it out in other time frames. So these are the zones of the untested. So enter your trade and close it before it gets to this week support. So for the buy side of it, we are going to be looking at a buy when price is able to break above this place here. I think here is fine. Here it's fine. Yes. So you can enter your buy from that place up. Then normally I would have said, I wouldn't say, because I'm seeing some persons telling me, is it now? I don't want to say now, but personally, I will, try to, make some money. For scalpers, you can make some money with this candle that is forming now. Even in the next 5 minutes, you should be able to make money with this particular candle that is forming. But if you're not a scalper, please leave it and wait for that zone for you to enter your buy or your sell. That is that for GBP USD. So coming to USD JPY. USD JPY is one instrument I like trading. Do you know why? Because the USD itself drags the JPY. Like JPY is like, I don't even know what to call JPY in comparison to USD. Like it's like JPY, the USD is the boss. So anywhere is going to, they drag and they go. If we are going up, brother, we are going up today. You follow him and be going. So whatever it is that is going on with JPY, it doesn't have so much significance in the relationship these two pair has. It doesn't have so much significance, even though the JPY will try as much, to do small gra. But when it's done, it will still go back to what we're talking about, because this one is also doing small gra. That's why I'm going to USD IDS to, be sure of it. It's doing small gra, but even at that, I believe that it's still going to turn around. But technically looking at it this morning, you see that he already formed the dead cross for this morning. He already formed the dead cross for this morning. For anybody that woke up in the morning, in the earliest morning, and you know that if you are someone that loves trading USD JPY, wake up in the night, when the Japanese economy opens, you'll be able to, see movements, to a greater extent on USD JPY and be able to, make money for yourself. So that is when the market it was when I think is around should be around 12 or 1, around that midnight-ish, if I should speak English. So that is where this dead cross started. So, and it has been like that till now. So for this morning, technically looking at it, we're going to be entering our sell for USD JPY if price gets to this zone. You see, this particular zone, it is a resistance zone. Even though our resistance template is not showing, our support and resistance template is not showing it, but you should know price has gotten here how many times? 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th time it's getting here. It is a resistance zone. So as we are looking at entering a sell for this USD JPY, make sure you are not caught in the zone. So this is our resistance zone. So this is where our sell will start. Whatever will make this USD JPY to come down and come here, you know that it's going all the way down. It's going all the way down. So for the buy, if price breaks its proven resistance and come up, please enter your buy. If price breaks this proven resistance and comes up, please enter your buy. Here. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay. Even on 30 minutes, We're on point. And in 4 hours, the same thing. So you see. Okay. Let me do. Okay, somebody have been shouting good. I hope you have money. You that are shouting good. Don't go and be using your 100K and be entering good. When you lose your money, you start calling your account manager. So we all know that whatever it is that is happening in the dollar is happening with the gold, unless there is a surge in gold with the economies that use gold so much. If maybe we have festivals in India or even in Saudi, or that the US economy or the US currency is so bad, you see people running to buy gold. But because none of these things are happening so far, you see gold, just like USD, has been on a downward trend since Monday. Just like Euro USD has been on a downward trend. So we are also going to be trading gold technically. The reason why I like gold is, as much as it doesn't is a slow walker, but anytime it moves, you're going to make money for yourself. I guess that's why people like gold, But you also know that as much as it's giving you profit, it can also give you loss. So when you're entering gold, make sure you have the amount of money to hold that trade so that you don't enter the gold and run off immediately whenever you see maybe a minus of 1,000 naira. So for gold this morning is going to be a very, very tricky entries. So for the sell, because gold is consolidating, it has consolidated from the earliest morning of today till this still morning. I mean earliest morning, like 1, 2, 3, you see that it has been consolidating. So even if you put your Bollinger Bands in this gold, you see that you have a very good entry. Okay, let me use Bollinger Bands on gold. My bull. Huh? Where's my Bollinger Bands again? Okay. Okay. This is the Bollinger Band. Well, what I'm seeing in this Bollinger Band, yeah, but the entries are quite far. We can still make money with us. Let me send Bollinger Bands home first. Okay, so if you use Bollinger Bands, you waste the money you are supposed to make today. You understand? So that's why you shouldn't, all your analysis shouldn't end with one thing, one indicator. Try other things, you understand? Try other indicators so you can be able to, have a better understanding of the market. So I'm going to be entering my sell zone here. This is the sell. And this is where the buy is. This is the buy. So whatever it is that will make this thing move, it has to move up or move down. So either ways, you make money from any of them. I'm trying to move this thing up a bit. I'm trying to put it on top of the wick of these candles, to avoid any errors whatsoever. So this is it for gold. It's consolidating. So we are waiting for a breakout. So you can enter your trade, you can wait for the breakout, or you can do a pending order. The breakout is definitely going to happen today. You can you can wait for the breakout to start so you can make your money, or you can do pending orders. Choose any entries from here and here, before the end of today, okay, it's too far. Before the afternoon, gold is going to make its move and you can make your money comfortably. So we're going to be looking at NZD USD. Okay. So, if you're someone that do a lot of analysis, or you're someone that pay attention, if I should do that, if I should put it that way, you find out that most times currencies go the same way. They might not be the dynamics might not be the same, like how high did they go before they come down, but the trend basically most times they go the same way because of that common factor they have, which is USD. So you can use the analysis of AUD USD to trade NZD USD. Simple. At some point, you can use the analysis of Euro USD to trade NZD USD. Not anymore, Sha, but before it was like that. But now the analysis of AUD USD can also help you to trade NZD USD. So I don't even need to talk so much. We know that if you are using your moving average, you shouldn't make mistake in your entries. So that's the reason why you can't be a trader and you don't have moving average, or you don't have support and or you don't know support and resistance. Because even when moving average gives you something, you should also check for support and resistance. You should even check RSI, stochastic. I'm sure that most of my colleagues also like RSI and stochastic. So everybody has the way they trade. So you should also check out all those things and know the one that works for you. You understand? Hello? Okay. Okay. So you see that this is the 50 period. So okay, this is 21 and this is the 50. Okay, so they are all acting as a resistance to price. You understand? So, and because they're acting as a resistance to price, you should also try not to be caught in this zone. So your my buy entry for this morning on SZD USD, it will be very much above the week of the highest candle there. Here. So this is where I'm putting my buy for today. So my sell for NZD USD will be in this zone of weak and untested support. So I'm sure, okay, I've done the currencies, I've also done the gold. So my honorable colleague is going to, talk to us regarding the indices and, any other one he wishes to talk to us on. Thank you, and I hope we have a lovely day and a very, very peaceful day. I'm sure today is going to be a good trading day because most things are going to be trading technically. So try and make some money for yourself and don't be the people that need to close trade on 200 naira.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Julieta, for that wonderful session. You've done well. You've done well. All right, my name is Valentine. I'm going to take it up from here, and we're going to discuss some parts of the market right now, some other instruments from the indices. Hello. All right. So now let's go. Let me go ahead to share my screen. All right. All right, so let's go straight into oil. We already know that there won't be so much news today in the market, so it's basically going to be trading mostly technically. All right, so we can see that the oil. Let's look at it on the daily time frame first of all for swing traders, people who want to actually trade the market. Like who wants to swing trade? All right. So if you want to swing trade this morning, let's go. So if you look at oil this morning on the daily time frame, you can see that oil has actually bounced off a verified resistance. All right, bounced off verified resistance and it's currently coming towards this Tonko support. So yes, let us also check take our charts so we can see that this is actually a very, very strong resistance region. It has bounced off this place multiple times. After bouncing, comes back here. So the closest it has actually come to this point is this region. All right, so for our swing traders, yes, you can actually see going for your instant sell because you can see that the market has actually done that bounce off. Although it would have been awesome if you're able to pick it at this earlier at this point. But yes, you can still go in for a sell, continuous sell. You can decide to go instant sell at the moment. All right, for our swing traders now, before you are going to be swinging on oh, please ensure you have at least £1 million and above in your trading account before you swing and miss. All right, so let's go in once price is able to you can sell at this time because it's actually being pushed down by this moving average. Or if you want to be cautious and say, okay, see how the market is going to react all through today. Let's go in at this range. Okay, so let's go once price is able to come back and close comfortably in this zone. All right, so I'm just going to mark these regions for us to see. So between 82.29 and 79.15 is the zone that you can trade oil for yourselves. All right. So if you're using good lot size, let's say how many people that will give us. All right, great. So with a 0.1, you can get nothing less than at least 200 to 300,000 in this market by the time it closes. That should be, say, give or take, say Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. So it's also very, very important to have good volume so that you'll be able to trade with good lot size in your trading account. All right. But if you are going to, if this market is able to break above this this moving average, you might want to consider taking your entry. Once you're able to break it comfortably and goes up, tries to make a retest of this verified resistance region before it comes back down. All right, so let's take that between 85.62 and 87.94. Again, 85.62 and 87.94. All right, so if you are swing trading, swing trader, if you are the odogus, yes, if you have a lot of money in your account, which I always recommend because this market last na money killer. So it's important to have good volume in your trading account so that you will be able to take good trades as well and not be worried or scared about any form of pullbacks or drawdowns. All right, so let's go now to the daily time frame, hourly time frame. Let's see what the market is currently doing. Okay, so for our day traders, now we can see that the market has already done a bounce off, but we want to it's looking like it's going to come back up to this verified resistance first before it starts pushing back down. All right, so yes, I want us to be patient. Patience is the game. You can actually decide to enter from this point here up to the verified resistance, but we'll not be making enough money in the market. So I want us to be able to catch this market properly and make as much as we can. What amount is good? Is a good amount. So, all right, so 500,000 and above. 500,000 and above. So let's take our entries now. Remember, we are taking a sell. Are taking a sell, so, or you can use a sell limit. So you can use a sell limit once price is able to get into this region, because I want us to sell from the resistance. Remember, you sell low, you buy high. You understand? So I want us to sell from the resistance. So I mean, you sell high. All right, you sell high, you buy low. All right, you sell high, you buy low. So I want us to sell once this price gets to this high point, because this is a verified resistance, which is most likely going to bounce off and start coming down here. So this, I'm just going to mark this as our risk region. Let me just change that to red, color red, so that we can understand and see. All right, so can everyone hear me? Okay, yes. So let's buy, or rather sell at this point. All right, so between 84.64 and 85.35 is our sell positions. Yes, as I said, sell from the top. All right, you sell from the top, and we can wait for it to get into this zone. Yes, this is our reward zone. I'm just going to mark this as well and change the color to green. All right, so between the regions of 84.24 and 83.34 is good enough for our profits. All right, so yes, you can see that price has not got to that region, so we want to be patient. Patience is the name of the game. All right, so once you are able to enter your region, all right, or for you to sell, you wait for it to get into the reward zone at between 84.24 and 83.34. Right, anything there you can start taking your profits. Yes, you can even take multiple trades once you get into the risk region. That is when you are able to enter your entry position. So please, for your stop loss, hey, consider taking closing your trade once it's able to break above that red zone. If it breaks below the zone that's marked red, you can consider that as your stop loss. But most don't see it doing that actually today. All right, so yes, you can see it's already coming down. That's why I want us to be able to take the advantage and then make our money from the top to bottom. So let's look at it now on the 15 minutes time frame. Let's see for our scalpers, what we are able to do for our scalpers. This is actually a good point to actually start to buy. All right, it's already at a support region. So that is support region. Yep. So I would advise that you take your buys. You can take your buys. I remember before you're able to scalp, when it's able to enter this region, you can take your buys, which it has gotten to already. All right, on 15 minutes. Let's say 25 minutes as well. Yes, even on 5 minutes as well, you can take your buys. If you have taken a buy with a good lot size, you're already in profit. So don't just let my talking waste though. You're not buying at this time, you're dulling. So you can take your buys at this point, and this is our entry position, take profit zone. Once price is able to take up into this zone, you can start taking your profit. All right, I'm just going to mark the take profit zone. So yes, you can take your buys. Has already entered the region for our buys. If you're a scalper, you can open multiple trades, can take our buys. It's going to bounce off here. So if you want to set your stop loss, if it breaks below this, okay, let me just change this color to the red. You can consider that as a stop loss, but you can take your buys from here because it's going to bounce off this region and start going upwards again, at least into this region. You can scalp, you can open, you can stack. Want to learn how to stack, please talk to your account manager and you'll find out how you can scalp, stacking and scalping actually. So yes, for our scalpers in the house, those are the people I love working with. It's quick money, don't need to waste so much time. People are swinging and you're there waiting for 3-4 days. Yeah, intraday trader, yeah, wait for the end of the day. But as a scalper, you can take as much more trades as you can at this time and take your money and go. So yes, once this zone which right now is a good time to be buying. It's 3.93 and 84.65. Those zones you can buy from those regions and take our profit once price gets into 84.14 and 84.56. Don't be stingy, don't be greedy. If you've used a good lot size right now in this market, you should already be in profit. All right, for our scalpers. All right, so let's go straight now to US 100. Please, I believe you're already making money or as scalpers. You people should not sleep on this thing. If you have money 0.1, 0.2 and above, 0.3, even as much as a standard lot, now your money, they talk for you. All right, so let's go now to US 100. Let's look at US 100. Let's look at it from the daily time frame first of all. We can see that the US 100 for our swing traders, you can see that US 100 is currently, it looks like it's at a support region. Let me, okay. Okay, yes, on our daily time frame, you can see that price has actually been buying, rather been selling after bouncing off this region, right? However, you can see that on daily time frame is currently oversold. gets to oversold region if you're using your RSI. So we most likely do a bit of a pullback. Yes, it's on a downtrend, but it's most likely do a pullback first before it continues going downwards. All right, it's currently oversold, so it might most likely do a pullback first before it comes down, because you don't expect it to just keep coming down without actually doing a reversal. So I want us to sell. However, let's wait. Okay, for our swing traders, you sell from this region. Yes, it's a sell the trend, it's a downtrend, but it is oversold, so we most likely do a bit of a reversal first before it continues the selling downwards. All right, so once price is able to come back up here, because this moving average will most likely act like a resistance for it. All right, so once price gets into this region, start your sell. All right, it will most likely reverse first and then come back up and then continues its downward movement because it's currently oversold. So it's most likely going to touch up. So we can go in for our sell once price goes back up to 15033.81, 15033.81, and I'll take profit between 15033.81 and 15337.48. Those are our entries for our sell. All right. Yes, it's currently selling right now, but we want to make as much money as possible. Yes, you also have the option. It's all based on your discretion as well. You actually have the option to actually sell from this point. You understand? Because it's actually looking like a very good downward movement. But let's check it out on the weekly time frame to see if there's a form of. All right. Okay. So we can see it's already also pushing back. So on the weekly time frame, it looks like this moving average here might actually hold it and they push it back up a bit. So yes, we are on course. All right. So let's go in once price gets into that region, and we can take our reward region anywhere from here. All right. All right. This is going to be our reward region between 14,311.90 and 13,485.19. So two options. You can wait for price to retest and go back up and then trigger that and then start coming down. You can sell from there. So if you sell from that region, you make more money. But if you sell now, you can also decide to sell now if you're a swing trader. It all depends on you. So I'm giving you two possible entries. So you can sell now, all right, and then take your profit once price is able to get into this region. However, if you want to make more money, you wait for it to go back up. All right, wait for it to go back up and trigger those zones. Once it enters those zones, you can now start selling from there. Now you can set your take profit once price is able to break the high the top of the rectangle, which is at 15371.48. Right, so two things: you can either sell now to take your profit once it gets between 14311.90 and 13485.19. all right, or you wait for it to make its way back up first and then now starts coming down. You can now enter at that region. All right, so I believe we've gotten that for our swing traders, investment traders, the big boys, so we can do that. All right, so remember this is US 100. Remember this is US 100. So let's look at the daily time frame to see our swing, our intraday traders. Okay. All right then. So let's look at US 100 on the 4 hours time frame. You can see that it's currently selling. All right, it's actually currently selling. Let's see it on a larger time view. Okay. So we can see that price has actually gotten to an over sold region. Is most likely going to try to make its way backwards. It's going to try to make its way backwards on the 4 hours time frame. Let's get on the 1 hour time frame as well. You can see that it's actually at a verified support region, and it's also currently over oversold. It's currently looking at it's been oversold, so it's most likely going to go up. So Still, let's be patient. Let's be patient and wait for price to come into this region. All right. So it's most likely going to try to make its way all the way down here. All right. So as I also say, two things are involved. Is that we're going to wait for it to close comfortably below this verified support and then take your entry downwards. All right, you can decide to wait for it to close below this verified support region and take entry downwards. But remember, as I said, you might not make as much. All right, but if you want to make good enough money, you want to wait. Okay, you want to wait. Once it gets into this region, you buy from there because remember, as I said, it's currently oversold. Once it's oversold, it tends to make a bit of a reversal, and you can take advantage of that reversal. All right. So best practice, most recommended is you wait for it to get here and then buy from there. Remember, there's really no news today that will be moving this market, so it's most likely going to be moving technically. So you have the option to either sell now, all right, and then take your profit once it gets to this gets down to this area at 14668.25, 14593.16 within this region. However, my recommendation is that you wait for price to get here. You take that as your reward risk zone, and then once it's able to come up here around that support region, because it's going to become a resistance. All right, once able to get there, you can now start taking your profit. So I'm going to mark it green. Okay, so that will be your reward zone. Okay, so I want us to be patient and wait for it to still drag down a bit. Let it become oversold properly. Then it's going to start to make its way back up. Then we can start taking our profits as well. So selling out, as I said, is an option. However, I would not recommend. My recommendation is that we wait for price to get into this region and then we take our buy positions. Remember, as I said, buy positions once price gets here. 1468.25 and 14593.6. You can buy from that region back up into profit at 14751.68 and 14893.50. All right, so let's go now to our scalpers. Let's see what we can do this morning, how we can make some good have some good opportunities to actually scalp this market this morning. For our scalpers, let me see, let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, yes, it's actually already a good opportunity to scalp our buys because you can see that this actually ended here as a doji, but let's wait because this moving average is actually pushing it down. So let's wait and be patient. Once price is able to get into this region, okay, for scalpers, once price gets here, you buy. All right, buy is going to come down because the moving average here is going acting like a resistance. All right, buy from here. You can scalp and stack. All right. Okay, so yes, I can see it's actually currently pushing up, but I want us to be patient because it's most likely going to come back down to retest. All right, so all right, so you can see it's already in the reward zone, but because we've already missed it, so I want us to be patient and wait for it to actually come back to do a retest, and then you take it. All right, so it can actually be you can just decide to wait for it because when you scalp, you know that between this region, this weak resistance, and this region here that's consolidating, can actually make a lot of money. All right, so if you want, you can wait for it to get to this top and sell from there. All right, you can wait for it to get to this top, this place here that shaking my cursor. You can wait for it to get to that top and then you sell from there. Right, or you wait it to reject off this region because this region, if you look here, this is actually rejection zone right now. You can wait for it to reject off this zone, come back here and test it before you go back upwards. All right. So two things I want us to take note when scalping for our scalpers this morning. All right. You can either sell from the top here, which I've marked, and then when it comes down into this region, you start taking your profit, or you wait for it to retest, which I most recommend, for it to hit this point, come back to this region, and then you start taking your buys upward. All right, as you can see, it's most likely going to try to come back down because that's the rejection zone. All right, so let's wait for it to get between 14732.68 and 14719.88. So once it gets into this region, you can start buying. You can stack. That is like taking multiple trades at the same time. All right, so let's move on now to DE30. DE30. Yes, you can see that the DE30 has made its move already this morning, but actually looking like it's at a support region. All right. So for our swing traders, this is a good point for you to start your buys. All right, so it's because it's on a downward movement on the daily time frame. However, it's most likely at a support region already. There is support region already. So we want to wait. Once price is able to get into this point, we take our buys. Remember, as I said, buys. We want to buy low because at a low, all right, and then we take our profit upwards. So let's mark this region as our take profit. Okay. Just trying to mark this region so you can see the numbers. All right, so you can buy once price able to enter this region at 15571.5 and 15270.0. All right, so you can buy from those regions and then ride it upwards. So, but if it breaks below this, you might want to consider that as your stop loss. If it breaks below this, you want to consider that as your stop loss. Okay, so all right, so you can buy from this region and take our profit once it comes back into this region at 15805.1 all the way to 16194.6. All right, please feel free to mark the regions, write them down, take screenshots, snap, whatever I need to do to get the entries so that I can be able to make money this week. Nigeria is hard though. Money has to be made. All right, so let's go now to intraday trading. Let's look at it on the hourly time frame. Yes. You can see this spike here. Of course, once the market opens, they tend to be spike downwards or upwards, depending on how the market opens. You can see here that it's currently at the support region. Okay, so it's already making its way upwards. So two things are involved again in this situation. You can either decide to buy now, all right, which is not bad. You can still do that, it's okay. You can see this rejection. You can decide to buy now and go upwards, or you can wait for price to get into this region I just marked. That is between 15566.0, 15566.0, and 15494.0. Yes, you can decide to buy now because I already tested that region. You can decide to buy now and ride it upwards, or you wait for it to enter this region again, which is what I would recommend. Because it's not far. You can trigger there. Even now, as I said, you can actually start your buys. Okay, so for our take profit, once price is able to get into this region, remember this is DE30, is actually very expensive to trade. All right, and we do not want to stay too long in the market. As long as you have good funds in your market and your trading account, you are good to go. Okay, I'm just going to mark this region. All right, so we're just going to mark. So like as I said, you can either decide to buy now. You can buy now. It's already around that region. You can buy now and take your profits between 15652.9, 15652.9, and 15945.8. All right, so you can buy from the regions 15566.0 and 15949.4. So you buy anywhere there all the way up. All right, so but please remember, you do not have to wait for it to get to take profits or get to the end of the shape. All right, because as I said, we do not control the market. All right, so please, it is very important to trade cautiously. Put in proper risk management rules. So if price is able to break below this red region, you can actually consider that as a stop loss, because the price is most likely going to continue going downwards from there. All right, so you want to be careful. If you do not have good funds, please ensure you top up your account and make good money for yourself. If you have good funds, using a good enough lot size will actually make you good money without you wasting too much time. All right. Okay, so remember, if you need the figures, look at it. It's actually at this range here. Take pictures, snap, write it down. You don't expect me to keep repeating those figures. That's why I'm marking it out for you. How about can't be doing everything now. Make efforts too. All right, so I've called it out once and twice. I expect that you've gotten it. So I expect that you can just see the price here, write it down, mark it, and then move on from there. So it's already buying. So if you've bought, you are in good enough profit already. All right, so let's look for scalping opportunities for our scalpers this morning. All right. Also, so after this class, after this session, please feel free to go through to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share, and also drop comments and let us know how it has been helping you, how it has been affecting you. All right. So you can actually watch a repeat broadcast of these sessions. All right, you can watch repeat broadcast of this session. If you don't get it here right now, you can actually go straight and watch it after the session. Please also feel free to join our Telegram channel. All right, feel free to join our Telegram channel. The link has been posted here. Okay, so let's look for scalping opportunities, like I mentioned, for our scalpers. Okay. For our scalpers, you can see we've missed it already. This entry for our buy. Let's see if we can buy from the top, or sell from the top. Okay. Yes, we can. We can sell from the top. This region seems good enough. Yes, this region seems good enough. So sell from here. All right, so we can sell from here. Can sell from here. Oh, so yes, if you're looking, trying to learn how to scalp, okay, follow my own personal YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share, and drop comments. I have some scalping strategies there that you can watch. I just dropped the YouTube channel. All right, that is my personal YouTube channel where I put up some strategies for us to actually learn and basic trading education. Okay, so yes, let's scalp from here, from the top. Scalp from the top. Take that as a risk region. Can take that as a risk region. And then once price gets back into this region, we can start closing out for our profit. And remember, you're scalping. You don't have to wait for it to get here. Yeah? You don't have to wait for it to get here because you are scalpers. Remember. Okay, so if you open scalping and stacking, once you're able to open your sales from this region, you sell, open, sell, Once it comes down, you close. Once it comes down, you close. So you can start selling from this region. 15640.7, 15698.7. All right. So as I said, if you want to learn how to scalp as well, check out the YouTube link I just dropped. Subscribe. Remember to subscribe, like, share, put on your notifications so that you know when I drop other strategies as well. All right. So you can learn some good trading strategies from there. So also remember, manage your risk as well. So yes, for our scalpers, you are good to go this morning. You are good to go. Once price is able to enter 15640.7, start your scalping downwards. Remember, I said downwards because it's currently oversold. It's oversold. It's going to make a form of retracement back up here. So once you enter this region, start taking your money. Collect your money. Wake up. So, so I believe we've gotten that for DE13. All right. So remember, you sell when it's high, you buy when it's low. This is actually another specific strategy, just like my colleague just did. She was teaching the strategy of breakout trading once price able to break above or below. So that's why it is important to actually join the sessions. You get to learn multiple strategies for yourself. All right. So yes, my look at the link above, the Riley Trade personal Telegram channel. I do not have a personal Telegram channel for you to join. It's just a YouTube channel. Okay. Our own Telegram channel, Riley Trade, has been dropped already. So please check your chat above. It's going to be dropped again for us to see, and the YouTube channel as well. You can follow, subscribe to my own personal YouTube channel, which I've also already dropped. I'm going to drop that again, so we can learn some trading strategies. So let's go straight up to the US 2000. Now, this guy is the big boy of them all. If you do not have money for US 2000, I will advise you get money. I'll not ever say don't trade it though. I'll say go and get money. All right. So go and get money and let's make more money. Use money to make money. That's why I keep saying that the rich keep getting richer. Yes, because if you don't have money in this life, God, Sakpa. Do you people know Sakpa? You don't know Sakpa, or Sakpa is not good. So let's go in for our buy. Yes. For our swing traders, I want us to buy from this region. All right. This is a support region and it is oversold. So it's going to make a form of retracement. You can actually start doing it too. If you have big enough funds, we can buy now. Yeah, swing trader. When I say big enough funds on US 2000, 2 million and above, 2 million naira and above, a millionaire and above is good enough. But if you are going to be trading with a million naira, you want to reduce, not use so much lot size, 0.05 to 0.09 is good enough. Because remember, you are trading intraday. You don't try to take all the whole money in the market, and there's always money in the market. You can't get everything today and today alone. All right, so leave to trade another day, like they say. All right, leave to trade another day. So I'm just going to mark this region so you can see it. For our swing traders, big boys in the house, the dogus, the people that make the world tick. Yes, once price is able to enter between 1847.2, 1847.2, and 1755.4, you can take our buys. All right, 1847.2 and 1755.4, we can take our buys. Now let's go straight to our intraday traders. Let's see what those guys will be doing today. All right. So yes, okay. I'm not gonna give you a profit zone. Yes, our reward zone is very simple. Once able to break above this region, you can go in for take profits. You can start taking our money. All right. So you can take our money from these regions. All right. So let's take our profit ones, gets into 1903.6 and 1993.6. Oh God, I say I have a thing with numbers, 1993. So So yes, once price gets there, you can take your profits. All right. So you can start taking your buys at this region, or you wait for it to get into 1847.2 and 1755.4. You can take start taking our buys. Okay, let me reduce this. Let me reduce this because if price breaks here, it's most likely going to continue your sell. All right. So between 1847.2 and 1801.7, you can take our buys from that region. So let me go straight now to intraday trading and see what our intraday traders will be looking at doing today and this morning. Yes, for intraday traders, there's plenty higgy haga in the market for US 2000 today. So let's wait for price to get to this region. All right, it's most likely going to continue its downward movement, but it is actually looking like a support zone and it's very strong and it's overbought. So yes, we can actually buy from this region. It's going to be slow because there's no news actually moving, but yes, it's safe to buy from this region. All right, it's safe to buy from this region for intraday traders. All right, and we can take our profit at this zone. Okay, for intraday traders, it is actually safe to buy at this zone. Like where it is right now, like it was looking more like an instant buy. Okay, so yes, we can take our buys, and start taking our profits once price gets here. Okay, you can buy now, you can buy now, you can buy now. Okay, you can buy now. So it's already at a low. You can buy now and start taking a profit at 1861.5 and 1885.0. You can buy now and start taking a profit at 1861.5 and 1885.0. If you do not have good funds, please avoid trading this market. For intraday traders, you need at least 200K and above to trade this guy conveniently with at least higher lot sizes. Because we are using 0.01, I don't know the kind of money you want to make with that, but let's just use this. Can buy now and take our profit once you are able to enter this region. If it's able to break, let me just give us stop loss region. If it's able to, if it breaks, if you start to buy, all right, and it breaks below this region, we can close that for a stop loss. All right. But then again, as I said, normally I don't like giving stop losses, but then because everybody have their own risk appetite, right? So let's go now to our scalpers. Let's see what our scalpers will be doing this morning. Let's see what our senior men, people that don't have to wait for long. So we can see that price has actually bounced off this point. So this point looks like a support and it's getting here. So yes, our scalpers, let's start our sell. You can start your sell. You can start your sell. You can start your sell. Or you wait for it to get here. Two options. Either ways, you are going to make money. If you want to be a patient person, you can wait for it to enter this region for our sell. Yes, remember we are selling from the top. We are selling from the top. You can start your sales in this region. Between this region, you can take multiple sales in this region. And for our take profit zone, once price gets here, you can start taking your profit. All right. Also, as scalpers, you do not have to wait. You do not have to wait for price to start getting to this reward zone. If you are in good enough money, take your money and go. Let's not be stingy. Let's not be greedy. You cannot pack all the money in the market in one day. All right. And also remember to protect your funds. That is what is most important. All right. So this is US 2000, US 2000. All right. So now, these are the regions. For scalpers, you can start your sell. Like I said, you can start your sell. All right, this is US 2000. You can start your sell. Remember, if you are scalping, you need to use bigger lot sizes, but also remember you need good volume in your account. So for you to be able to scalp conveniently, 200,000, 100,000 above, but use good, reasonable lot sizes as well. All right, and also have your stop loss set. If if you are scalping and you trade and breaks above this stop region here, you can consider that your stop loss. All right. So, so I believe we are good for today. So we have our classes in our Benin. So we have classes in Benin and Uyo today. If you're in Benin and Uyo, feel free to attend our physical classes. All right. Also, we have our 75% bonus that's currently running. So get to fund your account and you are eligible to get up to 75% bonus on your funds. Okay, also remember we do this Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Also, we have our virtual training classes. For those of us who do not know how to trade yet, want to refer people, want to bring them on board, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays by 6 p.m. For the beginning training, it starts by 10 a.m. today. 10 a.m. today, so you have time. And also in EU as well, 10 a.m. today. Okay, so feel free to reach out to people. Yes, also become an IB, a Rally Trade partner. You can actually earn a lot of money as a partner. You can earn in USD. And I see how the USD is doing right now. Everybody should be earning USD because of the FX rates, right? So please feel free to bring people on board, come to friends, your family, spread the gospel, spread the word. It's time to make money. We need to make money. All right, so become a Rally Trade partner and earn as much as $2,000 monthly. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Okay, yes, for Benin is at Constancia Hotel. Constancia Hotel. That is at Airport Road, just opposite the airport, I believe. All right, so if you want to get more information on that right now, please speak to your account manager. All right, the YouTube link for Rally Trade. Okay, so okay, my YouTube channel. I've dropped my YouTube channel, also the Rally Trade YouTube channel as well. All right, so this is Rally Trade's YouTube channel. Please use that to watch our videos, strategies as well. And also, if you want to still learn how to scalp, follow my YouTube channel as well. Yes, 200K can trade US 2000 at 0.01 max at least. Yeah, but please be cautious. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Valentine. Do have yourself a lovely, peaceful, and probably peace.